Shouts to Frank, and then shouts to
Frank.
Yeah,
big talk to Frank, man.
The Vision Visuals.
Yeah.
Frank, King Frank on Instagram and shit.
Y'all cousins, right?
That's my blood cousin.
Already.
He's as far as with the music shit and stuff, really, because some people can lose a mindset for this shit and not really understand what they need to do, but with time I feel like comes knowledge. And even as a young adult, I used to, because we used to fuck with the internet long ago, you know what I'm saying? Like at a time where a lot of people were afraid to pick this shit up and do it, and especially in this city, you know what I'm saying? With Frank, me and him being cousins and shit like that, you know, we grew together. He comes together with my ideas and helps me manifest them hoes on videos.
Yeah. How he learned so fast?
Shit, cause he been doing that shit since we were kids. He's always been the one that's been like hands on with that shit and shit. I be over there like side watching and like, all right, this what we should do and shit. But I don't really. And now I'm starting to get more involved because I'm trying to get my videos out there. How young boys getting this shit out there with just the consistency. Because I feel for Vill, that's all he's lacking. You know what I'm saying? There's a consistency with like how he pitched it out. And
so you feel like, all right. So you feel like just all right. The step that's missing between you and where you need to be in your career, or like the big break, or because every artist got their own goal. So are you looking for the big break, or is it just where it will have me be an artist where I want my artists to be? Is it like, what do you just the consistency, or is it a single, or is it just like, what do you mean?
I'm in it for forever, really. Like I believe in forever and shit like that. Like when I think of music, I think of myself being here when I'm not here, you know what I'm saying? Through the sonic waves of what that is. Like, I got Immortal Superstar tattooed right there, and Immortal means forever. And Superstar is self-explanatory. So with Vill and shit like that, and what I do with music is I look at it like, what do I want people to like know me off of, and what do I want people to understand when it comes down to my shit? And it's just getting the idea of like knowing how to stay truthful to yourself and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not getting too sidetracked with all the extra shit and stuff like that. I try to focus on, you know, what can I put into today's fucked up society? You know what I mean? Because I think as artists, we all got to question that at some point.
Yeah. And
shit like that. And I'm knowing I got old shit that I need to start putting out ASAP, because I'm saying positive shit right now, but I got Immortal Superstar coming out soon, which is a mixtape that got like 16 songs and shit that I'm gonna get on all platforms.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow it up with another one called Sashoville, which is just like more of the hip hop shit, cause that was like the first love for my passion and shit. I was going into it like rapping and freestyling and shit.
It would be less melodic or what? Or
less melodic, crazy shit, just like just shit that was just like more. I wanted to be aggressive, but I knew my voice was too everybody's different in life, like you said. And as far as like who I am in today's society, like I just fit the picture of I could be the next artist that pop up in real life, be like something major that comes out of this small little.
Nah, I can see that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you behind the camera. I can easily see that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're commercially polished for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then in terms of how you handle your products, you know what I'm saying? It's handled right. You know what I'm saying? So like, even in terms of like the last question, I was really trying to see what was the answer that you feel like what would be the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you get views, you got love. You just feel like you just need to be put on a bigger platform, or because some like what
I look for as an artist, by the way, is just 1,000 loyal followers. Because with 1,000 loyal followers or fans or people that are like that feel like we're connected, they're Vills too. Like Vill isn't just a name; it's like it could be a brand itself.
Yeah, that's your little army.
What I believe in is the brand, and I believe in the people. So it's like, how do I blend these two together and shit like that? It's like crazy, because from this interview, it's like, what do I really want for myself in this shit? With this, I said longevity. I just want to be able to be like connected with at least 1,000, because from 1,000 becomes 1,000,000 plus. You know, whoever's really designed to connect to that sonic wave of music that you put out into the universe and shit what I know we can all do is whoever chooses to say, you know what, I'm gonna be an artist today and shit like that. Like,
yeah.
You know, you don't want to wait till you're 30 and shit like that, but at the same time, it's
no hate to 30-year-olds. No,
hey,
no hate to 30-year-olds.
Hey, then and it's like never be mad at the youth and the young kids for blowing up like young boy at 16, 15 or however old they be and shit, because it's just like they understand you gotta, if you really hungry for this shit, you gotta pick that up. And you know, if you date back,
the times are changing. You know,
the videos get better because there was a consistency and shit. True. And that's what I also learned through artists like Russ, is that if you really want longevity and shit like that, he put out 100 songs and 11 albums before he was actually even noticed for who he is today and shit. Like, me saying Russ sounds cliche to the people.
No, and I get why you bring up Russ, because he's more of the independent.
A lot of people be acting like they don't listen to that shit and shit like that, but I just feel like in today's society, if you're woke, you know what's what, and you just know.
Yeah, he's kind of. I say Russ is like the Master P of today. You know what I'm saying? In terms of if you really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I even get in terms of like, are you really looking for consistency, or are you looking for like 1,000 cut? And I hear the blending of emotion, because you just put out them songs, you know that's always gonna stream. That's always gonna be the revenue there to kind of boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how Russ kind of did it in terms of building up the catalog and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I get that.
So what I don't think is possible throughout most of this shit is, what I don't think is possible throughout most of this shit is, for each artist, whatever song you're doing in that very moment might not be the song that you want. I mean, it might not be the song you think is gonna blow you up, and it might be the song that doesn't blow up. It might be the song that goes unnoticed for like a year or 2 years. But if you're like a consistent artist and you just stay doing your shit, people actually can date back to the shit that you did they'll see that this shit wasn't an overnight process. And I just feel like it's important for people to be able to do that and shit. So for myself, I'm just trying to see how I can get the quality to be better throughout my vision and shit. Cause now I want to make movies and shit. When it comes,
I was want to ask you, you ever thought about making movies? Like you got that cool ass personality. Came out
the shit and shit like that. The whole little video is like color popping. You see me inside of a house where it's
cinematic.
Like there's a projector behind me with the Coachella playing in the background. Radio is a very catchy song, and what's even better is I got it to play on the radio here in Lubbock. So it's like
already
PDP, he be looking out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of artists may feel like he don't really be looking out, but
shout out to him.
if you really want to put yourself in a position to get in like the spins and shit, it ain't really nothing to it but to stay reaching out, stay connected. You know what I'm saying? Stay connected, and for a person like PDP to give these artists opportunity and shit like that. Yeah, it's just working together and shit.
Gotta make sure every side kind of winning. You know,
radio is
What's your radio tip?
I learned from Blackberry, like he got this video called Slide Through. It's a very like, if you watch that and watch radio, you'll see where my mindset was at, along with the projector of me just saying like, I don't got 1,000 loyal motherfuckers that's gonna pull up in my city and shit like that in this very second, but here in the near future and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely coming. It's like it all comes with consistency and shit. I'm sure you saw that shit helped me with the new ideas for this video called Slither that me and Frank just put out. I actually was touching snakes and shit like that, and you know, like trying new shit and shit like that, and just being more creative with what I put out and shit like that. But as far as like what I want to do and what I expect is just to make movies in the near future. Like I want this shit to go from this to like it really is a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Something like, always growing type shit.
Yeah, because I see these new artists, I see these young artists, I see these older artists. You know what I'm saying? If you look back like on the classic shit, like you know, the old 50 Cent videos and shit like that, like. People are nowadays just remaking videos of the past and shit like that. Well, I'm about to fuck around and hop on this where I get X, Y, and Z to
make the shit
correspond with my music and shit like that. Like I got ideas for some
Would you do one of the remakes? 'Cause I've been hearing a lot of remakes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Pop Smoke just had the remake of the Fabulous song. R.I.P. Pop Smoke. I just heard a remake of a Neo song. That's So Sexy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like with the new, like kind of like how Tory Lanez does it. Would you do one of those?
All the way. When I get to like when I get to a certain point in my career that like I feel like I'll see in the near days that come and shit like that is I'm already like looking into making my own beats and shit, so it just goes down to sampling and shit like that. I definitely plan to sample. I plan to, you know, really just backtrack a couple steps of these new artists that I look into and look up to today, and as far as the people that help me stay inspired, that's the goal of this shit, is to keep yourself inspired enough to really want to do this shit. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that, and I'm gonna try to collab with a few old school artists that are you know, from Texas, and even people that are not in Texas.
Would you collab with any artists out here?
I'm collabing with artists.
I saw that you did one with WAP. That's kind of how I knew you was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Would you any artists out here would you work with that you work with?
I've worked with a lot of people in this city, and I feel like a lot of people wanted to work with me in this city. And I feel like in like right now it's time with me trying to get this project out. I don't got my mind set on working with as much people right now, because I'm knowing I gotta do, you know, enough of this.
Yeah.
I really gotta get it out. For me, it's about getting it out. As far as working with people, if I see that they're consistent on the media, because that's, we see each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you see somebody and you feel like they really doing something, and they might feel like I'm really doing something. Yeah. A lot of times I always feel like I need to do more. And